Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing a short morning flow. Going to be working through a lot of spinal movements, so spine twists, side bends, forward folds, a little bit of back bends as well. Let's get started by sitting in a cross-legged position. You can start to take a few rounds of breath here. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. This type of breathing promotes calmness, softening in the body, allowing this time and the space for yourself to center, tuning out what happened before, tuning out what's going to happen later, and just bringing yourself to this space. On your next breath, slowly open your eyes, interlace the fingers, push the palms forward, full stretch. Take the arms over your head. So in this first one, you don't really have to pay too much attention to alignment. Just focus on lengthening the spine, opening up the chest. Good, slowly release. Switch the cross of your legs. Interlace the other thumb on top, push the palms forward, lengthen. Take the arms over your head. Now this time, try to bring your upper arms behind the ears a little bit more. This helps you open up the chest, lengthen the side body. Good, release the hands. Right hand to the floor beside you, left arm up and over for a side stretch. Anchor the left sit bone down to the mat, and then really lengthen through your left fingertips. So we want to lengthen the left side body. Keep the chest spinning open, reaching through your left fingertips, breathing here. Come back to center, left hand to the floor, right arm comes up and over. Again, anchoring the right sit bone down to the mat as you stretch, lengthen through your lower back, through the side waist, all the way to the right fingertips. Come back to center, both arms up, inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, twisting to your right. So rotation comes from the upper back, from the mid back. See if you can keep your hips squared, facing forward, but you're rotating the belly towards the right side. Release your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Push into the mat to lift the spine. Exhale, turn and twist. Come back to center, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twisting towards your left. Release the right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Lift the chest, lift the spine. Exhale, turn and twist. Come back to center, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Walk the fingertips forward, bow the head down. Slowly come back to center, downward dog. Hands on the mat, feet stepping back, hips up towards the ceiling. Stretching well, breathing well. Slide forward, plank pose. Lower your hips down to the mat, cobra. So careful not to arch too much from your lower back. Can you bend the upper back a little bit more by coiling the shoulders back, chest forward, chin forward. Tuck the toes, pushing back, downward dog. Two more like this, lift the heels, come forward, plank. Lower your hips to the floor, chest forward. So really bring the sternum, the chest bone forward. Tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Come forward, plank. Lower your hips, bend more from the thoracic, from the upper back. Tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Knees to the floor, child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch. Standing up on your fingertips. Crawl the fingertips towards the right. So you fold the body on top of the right thigh. Stretch the left fingertips more. Think of sliding your belly button over the right thigh. Walk the left fingertips even more forward and towards the right. Come back to center, full stretch. Switch, fingertips over towards your left. Crawl the fingertips forward, right fingertips lengthen even more. Come back to center, child's pose. Tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Take the right leg up towards the ceiling, bend the knee, open the hip. Take the knee into your forehead, round. Step the foot forward, back knee to the floor, low lunge. So here, I want you to think of lifting up out of your side waist as you bend the upper back first. So bend more from the upper spine. Very good. Left hand to the floor, pick up the left toes, twist. Catch the heel and draw the heel towards your hips. Slowly release back to the center. Shift your hips back. Right leg straight. Peel the right toes off the floor, half splits. As you push the sit bones back, can you crawl the fingertips forward? Step back into your front foot, low lunge, reaching up. Hands to the floor, downward dog. Come forward plank. Same thing, lower your hips to the floor, bending more from the upper spine. Pushing back, downward dog. Left leg up towards the ceiling, bend the knee, open the hip. Left knee to forehead, round. Step forward, back knee to the floor, arms up, low lunge. So reaching up tall first, and then as you bend back, you bend more from the upper spine. Good, hands to the floor. Right hand to the floor, pick up the right toes, catch. So catch the heel, and see if you can draw the heel closer towards your hips. Slowly release, hands to the floor. Shift your hips back, half splits. Left leg stays straight, crawl the fingertips forward. Come back into your low lunge, reaching up, bending from the upper spine. Good, circle the arms down, hands to the floor, stepping back, downward dog. Come forward, plank, knees to the floor, lie flat on your chest. Okay, so coming into some back bends, I want you to keep your elbows close to your hips, close to your waist, hands on the floor. Now soften the upper back. So your upper back here, can you melt it into the mat? Slide the ribcage down. Keep the upper back soft. And then your nose is just slightly hovering off the floor. Top shoulders are relaxed. Chin is slightly tucked. Now from here, think of sliding your nose forward as you lift the head up. Squeeze the elbows in and slide them back, so you're bending more from the upper back. Stay here. And then very slowly pace the spine back down. Chest to the floor. Nose to the floor, forehead to the floor. 2 more, nose slides forward, elbows slide back. And you want to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Slowly release. Pacing the spine back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. 1 more, sliding forward. Neck stays neutral. You're bending more from the upper mid back. So no bend in your lower back yet. And slowly pace the spine back down to rest. Okay, we're gonna go for 2 more. This time we're going to go straight into full swan. So full swan, arms are straight. From here, hover your nose off the floor. You're still looking down. Now slide your nose forward, peel the chest off the floor, but bend more from the upper back. Pull the top shoulders down, squeeze the elbows in, and think of sliding your elbows back. Now push into your hands. Legs are heavy, glutes are strong. Slowly pushing the mat away as you articulate the spine to come up a little bit higher. Chest comes forward. Think of pulling your chest through your arms. Top shoulders relaxed. Good. And then slowly peel the spine back down to the floor. Rest. One more. Slide your nose forward, lifting the head up. Top shoulders relaxed. Think of sliding the elbows back as you push the mat away. Bending more from the upper back, push the chest through. Neck stays neutral. And then slowly pace the spine back down to rest. Tuck the toes, push back, child's pose. And then coming back up, downward dog. Take the right knee towards your right wrist for pigeon pose. So the shin is perpendicular towards your mat. Rest the left leg on the floor. You can stay upright here, or you can lower the forearms. Rest the whole body. So this one, we want to feel it in the right outer hip. Notice if the right outer hip is lifting. If it's lifting, feel free to add props. A block can go underneath your right hip. Blankets, pillows. Breathe deeply as you rest. Hands to the floor, pushing back, downward dog. Switching sides, left knee to the left wrist, shin to the floor. And then slide the right leg back as you sink the left hip down to the floor. Now make sure that the left hip stays heavy. If it's lifting here, you can put something, a prop, to anchor it down. Stay upright, or you can lower your hands. Lower the forearms. Allow the head, allow the neck to relax. Hands to the floor, slowly pushing back, downward dog. And then knees to the floor, sitting on your mat. Legs straight. Okay. Arms are parallel to your legs, arms straight out in front of you. Tuck the chin to your chest, round your back. Think of hollowing the belly or allowing the back line to stretch. Now stretch the arms forward for your spine stretch. Slowly come back to center, sagging the spine up. 2 more, chin to chest, round your back, stretch forward. And then slowly sagging up. 1 more, last one, chin to chest. Softening the upper back, bend more from your chest bone, allowing the whole spine to get the C-shaped curve. And then slowly coming back up to stack. Crossing the legs, take the arms over your head, palms touch. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, release. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, release. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you for joining me on the mat.